week I decided to do something a little bit different and show you outfits I'm wearing every day throughout the week, Monday through Friday. Cannot wait to hear what you think. I didn't bother with doing the weekend, but I can definitely post those on Instagram if that's of interest. Just let me know in the comments. So let's dive right in and start with Monday's outfit of the day. Okay, so this is my Monday outfit. I had a yoga class this morning, came home, quickly showered, changed out of my yoga outfit into this little ensemble that I just received in the mail, ordered it over the weekend, and it is super cute. It's these very light pinstriped blue and white linen shorts with the matching blouse. Now, the thing about sets, I've been eyeing these all summer, loving them on other people. And sometimes I kind of like when I first receive something to play around a little bit, to try it on. And I must admit, I'm not totally convinced that I'm in love with this as a set for me, although I love seeing it on other people. So I thought today I would try it on and try styling it in a few different ways to see if I will wear it. I've left it slightly open. I've got a little kind of like sports bra in a yellow underneath, and then I simply paired it with a gladiator sandal. Kind of feel like I might want to belt this or do the half tuck, but I haven't decided yet. All right, day 2, we are Tuesday today, and I am working from home. And so I wanted to wear something that I feel really comfortable in. It's really a muggy day today, quite hot and humid. But I also wanted to try to style these shorts with something different. I showed you these shorts yesterday, and I wanted to make sure that I'm loving them and that they work with a lot of things that I have in my wardrobe so that I wear them a lot, not just with the top that I bought them with. So I tried pairing it with this cute little linen light blue kind of frilly top from this company out of Denmark. And I have to admit, even though the colors aren't exactly the same blue, I think it's really cute. And more importantly, I am so comfortable in this outfit. And I find that when I work from home, if I don't feel a little bit dressed up, like if I don't do makeup and I stay in yoga pants, for instance, throughout the day, I'm so much less productive than when I feel like I'm dressing as if I was actually going to work. So that's kind of one of my little things that I've learned to do over the years. And so that's why I'm wearing this outfit. It's actually super comfortable. I kind of do feel like I'm wearing my pajamas, but it feels put together. And if I have to run out like I do later, then I don't feel like all of a sudden I have to quickly change to look presentable. So here I am in these little shorts, this cute little frilly top, pair of gladiator sandals, and then I wanted to finish the look off with this Hermes red little tote. If you saw my video last week, then you'll know how much I'm loving pairing blue and red, especially this soft blue with red. And I thought this was a perfect opportunity to pull out this little tote, which is so cute. It's in like kind of a thick cotton. It was given to me and I love it. So voila, a very simple, summery blue and red look. Okay, we are on day 3 and I have a really big day today. I'm working a double. I'm starting doing the lunch at our restaurant, and then tonight I'm moving to our bar à cru, so our seafood bar, and I'm working as a sommelier. Today I'm doing the door. I have not done a double yet, so I'm feeling a little nervous. Plus I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm quite tired. So today's outfit is ultra comfortable. The thing about the restaurant, which I'm gonna explain in a minute, because for those of you who are new here and don't know me very well, this might seem a bit confusing, and I will explain in 1 minute in detail kind of about my life. The restaurant is in the financial district. It's quite high end, I wanna say. It's kind of a little fancy, and so I like to look quite put together. But if any of you out there have worked in the restaurant business, you know you need clothes that you can move in, that you can bend in, that you can wash easily. and that you feel comfortable in. So today I've got these cotton pants on that are kind of a barrel shape. I've got my comfortable boat shoes on because I definitely need to be wearing a flat. And then this cropped linen navy shirt buttoned all the way up to the top. And then because I'm into red, this poppy red resin bangle. And voila, off I go. Wish me luck. I just wanted to fill you in a little bit about who I am and why I'm working in a restaurant. So I've been in fashion for many years. In fact, most of my life, I've always made things and sold them as a teenager and a young woman, selling in markets, but at the same time, I've always worked in the restaurant industry. I worked as a waitress for many years in a great Italian restaurant, and I did t-shirts for them, and I did artwork on the menus, and eventually I moved to New York and got a job in the Hamptons one summer, and that's where I met my husband. And from there we moved to France together. He's French, and we lived in Paris. And at first I worked in the restaurant business in Paris, and then I realized, what am I doing? This does not make sense. I am in the city of fashion. I want to work in fashion. So I worked in a bunch of different places and eventually landed a job working alongside Karl Lagerfeld as the assistant to the accessory designer at Chanel, which was amazing. It was a dream come true, and I learned so much about the fashion industry. From there, we moved to Toronto. We started a family, and at the same time, we started a business together. I was designing and manufacturing a line of clothing in Toronto, and we opened several stores together and eventually opened a big flagship store. And from there, my husband eventually was ready to go back to his first love, which is the restaurant business, which he did. And so I was running the business on my own as he was managing high-end restaurants. He eventually got an opportunity to move to Montreal with a job offer that he could not refuse, working for the Germain Hotel Group, which, if you're familiar with it, it's a family-run business, Quebec-run business, and they're the first company that started boutique hotels here in Canada. He had an opportunity to invest in their downtown Montreal location in the restaurant, and it was his dream to always open his own place. So he went for it. And he said to me, Jennifer, it is a non-fail investment unless there is a SARS type thing. And I said, that is never gonna happen, babe. Go for it, which he did. And 6 months later, the pandemic happened, which thankfully we survived. And I have to say, at that same time, I slowly started an online business selling clothes from Italy and France. And during COVID, it just grew and grew and grew. At the same time, the restaurant grew and grew. And my son started working there. He had been at culinary school. He started working in the kitchen. My daughter is working there, and I was working there part-time. Anyway, as things happened, my business grew to a point where my little home office was bursting at the seams, and I was kind of in a position where I felt like, okay, I have a choice I have to make here. Either I can open up a store, get out of my home, streamline things and make it easier for myself, or completely change direction. And I found a store I fell in love with. I seriously thought about it, and there was something like a little intuitive voice saying, don't do it, Jennifer. So I didn't do it, and I decided to go in the other direction, which is where I am now. But however, at the same time, continued to work at the restaurant because I knew that my husband needed me to be in his business. It was my turn to help him out. And because we'd worked together for so many years, he knows my skill set, and we work together really well. So it was kind of an easy choice, and it was fun because it got me out of the house and seeing people, which was a lot of fun. Anyway, I at the same time took my sommelier course, and he ended up opening a second location
in another Germain hotel in a suburb of Montreal. So now he found himself with 3 locations: the restaurant, the bar in the downtown hotel, and then a bar in the suburb that he has turned into a seafood bar. And I find myself once again doing all the artwork for the menus, doing all the artwork for the social media handles, and doing overall branding with him, which has been super fun. I took my sommelier course, and now I am not only working hostessing 3 days a week at the downtown location, but also working as a sommelier at the seafood bar. But because the summertime has not been very busy, I have not yet done a double shift. And here I am finding myself today as the first day doing a double, and so far so good. So you may be asking, so what do you do now, Jennifer, apart from doing this? Just to finish this story, and then we will get back to outfits of the day. I decided not to open up a store, and I thought I felt like the fashion industry has changed so much, and I didn't have the same love of selling clothes. I was feeling like other people can do that. I wanted to focus on something different, and that's why I'm here now. I've been doing YouTube videos for many, many years, and I love this platform. And I also love talking about style, and this has been a huge part of my passion. For those of you who know me, know how much I love it, know how much I love styling, and that part of my business has stayed true. I'm offering styling consultations, I'm offering wardrobe consultation, doing online workshops talking about style, and more things to come this fall. But that's me in a nutshell. Let's get back to the looks of the day.
So day 4, we are Thursday. I am working from home, then I'm working at the bar, and then I'm meeting a friend for drinks. So I wanted to wear something that I felt really comfortable in because it's really humid here in Montreal right now, that I feel cool and also that feels cheery and quite pretty. So I've got this dress on that in this gorgeous poppy red. I love this color. It's a really thin cotton and it feels really good on. I've paired it with a very similar poppy red resin bangle, pair of sandals, and then I want to finish it off with this little Hermes red tote in a different red. If you watched my video last week, then you know how much I'm loving red, and I liked this idea of kind of these 2 reds that are a little bit clashing. I think it's kind of fun. It's very, very simple, and yeah, I was inspired, so I'm trying it. All right, we are Friday. It's day 5 of my outfits this week. And since you probably have realized, I've had a really busy week. So today is all about comfort. I am working from home, editing the video, getting it out, and I want to be comfortable. It's another really, really hot day here in Montreal. I do have to nip out and get a few things later. But like I had said earlier on in the week, when I work from home, I like to make sure that I still feel kind of dressed up, but I also want to be comfortable, especially today because I'm tired. So I've got on one of my favorite style of dresses, and that is this linen shirt dress. It's super comfortable. I love this color. I love the relaxed nature of this, but it still looks quite dressy and quite chic. I've paired it with, you guessed it, this poppy red resin bracelet that I've been wearing all week, my gladiator sandals that I've also been wearing all week, and that's basically it. Very simple, really comfortable, but really chic and put together. So I did finally decide to keep Monday's little short set outfit. I actually fell in love with it. It's so comfortable and I really liked the way it looked. And I have to admit that this was kind of a little bit of a departure for me, doing a video like this, talking about my outfits every single day, and also letting you know a little bit more about myself. It was kind of a fun exercise to sort of document what I was doing every day and realizing that, you know, your outfits are intentional throughout the week, and I think about them more than I realize, but I also really like to keep it easy. Like you'll have noticed that there was the cohesiveness of continually introducing red, keeping those red accessories nearby so that I could just quickly integrate them into the outfits and not really think about it, but again, with intention. So this was a fun video for me to do. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite outfit or what you're wearing a lot this summer. I'd love to hear your comments. I will get to some of the video ideas that you've been giving me in the comments in the last few weeks. Loving getting that feedback. So great. Keep that coming. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already and become a part of this lovely little community we have. And of course, finally, to continue to see what I'm up to, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Substack, and on Instagram. Have a great week.